Welcome to Assault, Learn and Play Part 6-7, Chapter 969, Movement Actions Part 7, Artillery Specific Movement. Let's start with 9.9 Artillery Specific Movement. Artillery units can advance into almost any terrain and can also be moved by units with the transportability. Once they complete their movement, however, they must end it facing a hex vertex. 4-8. Movement can be either normal or fast, unless marked with a slow attribute on the unit card. Change facing. Artillery units can change their facing as part of a normal action. The unit can change one hex vertex without requiring a movement allowance. Changing the facing, additional one hex vertex must be done at the cost of one movement allowance per point per hex vertex. After change facing, the artillery unit is marked with a normal action marker. If playing with command points, one command point is needed for this activation. So here we go with our example for artillery. We have here the 75mm AG40, which has a movement allowance of 1, and you see it is an unit with facing. And we have here the 88cm flak 36, which is an immobile artillery, and it is an X, which means it has no movement allowance. It has to be transported to change the terra or the hex. So, and the movement is rather the same to every unit. You will activate it with a normal action because all of these units are slow, or most of artillery units are slow, so they cannot use a fast action. So they have only their 1 point of movement allowance, and then you can move one hex. And as mentioned in the rules, you are free to change then one vertex you're facing for free. If you want to change it again, you have to activate with another movement cost, but this unit has only one, so you can just only move here, turn here, let it here, or turn here. That's all you can do with the unit moving by itself. Otherwise, if you want to use your 88, you have to have a transport unit which is able to transport that. I will feature this in a separate part. Of course, so you have only one movement allowance, as we learned, and you have to count, or you want to shift it in a better terrain for a better defense, like this grove. Then you have to check the terrain chart, and this olive grove needs 2 points movement allowance to get in. And of course we have only one, and we learned in the former part that is then counted as harsh terrain, and you can move in, of course, but that is a delayed action, and this is the right way to do it. You're allowed, of course, to change your hex vertex, but of course it's a delayed action. Your unit has to wait the next turn, and then in the after next turn it's again available to do any action. If you are located somehow, you can of course use the support phase. During the support phase, in every turn you can change facing of your artillery units for free as you want to use the support phase. So you do not have to activate it in the action phase to turn. You can use this feature in the support phase. Of course, artillery units also can be activated to perform a hide action to prepare an ambush. Hide action for artillery units cannot be performed in clear terrain and or on roads. So there's a difference to infantry units. Infantry cannot perform it on roads, and artillery are on clear terrain and on roads. To perform a hide action, the player activates the unit and marks it with the hide action marker. Artillery units cannot move with hide action. So they are not allowed to move with hide action, but they can try to cover their current position. And then of course it is the same procedure, turning the yellow, flips the unit marker during the organization phase to the green one, and stay calm the next turn and exchange the green hidden marker with the ambush marker. I explained this in the part of infantry specific movement. Just go there and check out what does this mean. So this was the part for artillery specific movement. Just go to the next part featuring vehicle specific movement, including transporting artillery.